Hello, this is just a quick demo that I'm going to be doing while I edit a podcast. So what I've got here, and you're not going to be able to hear what I've got, unfortunately, but that's not the point of this video. This is actually the intro music to our podcast, The Razor Sharp Show. This is, kind of plays. You can see these wavelengths along here are very much higher than the wavelengths of this audio here. So this is the music intro that is consistent across all the different shows. And then the audio that we've got down here is actually the intro where I introduce the guest and everyone to this particular episode. So the reason for this is that I'm going to show you that what you need to do is your sound waves need to be consistent to give a pretty solid, consistent sound right throughout the podcast. So I'm going to do a couple of steps here that's going to show you how we can modify this. Now, one of the tools that I like to do is go to the effects menu and use Amplify. And I always say to people that it's better to capture audio lower because you can always amplify and increase the sound. When you capture audio too loud, what happens is it actually clips, and there's no way of actually removing that or lowering that sound. Once something clips, what that basically means is it goes over the maximum sound wave. So imagine these sound waves going over this bar, and that sound's actually lost. So if you bring it down, you actually get choppy and choppy sound. So what I'm about to do here is select this track here, go to Effects and click on Amplify. Now the system will automatically try and guesstimate these settings. I'll be honest, I don't change these. I let it do its thing, and see here it says allow clipping. That just, if you tick that, it means that if the sound goes too high, you actually lose that sound. So you don't want to be ticking that. And so you click OK, and you can see what's happened now is that the sound waves have increased. So that that's one setting. So I'm just going to listen to that, and that sounds much better. So you can see now here, these sound waves are bouncing up in around that -12 to -6 framework. That's exactly where you want the audio file to be playing. If we listen to the intro, it's probably a little bit too loud. You can see that it is. You can see that it's bouncing a little bit too high. So what I can do here as well is this tool here actually adjusts the volume. So if you click on this tool here, I can actually grab this volume and shrink it down a little bit. That's not the most ideal thing to be doing. You're obviously a lot better to have your sound captured properly from the first time. But this was created by someone on Fiverr, and it's what we've used all the time. What I also do is I want to encourage the outro, the music in the background to kind of fade a little bit quicker than what it was originally designed to do. So we can create these little markers and stretch the sound, move the sound around a little bit as well. So I won't bore you with that, but that's just a little way of amplifying your sound, especially if you've captured it a little bit lower, and you want the sound waves, the average sound waves to be somewhat consistent. So hopefully that video will help you along the way when you're editing your podcast.